So there's a portion of Cowboy Nation that really bothers the hell out of me. They kind of want Dak Prescott to be perfect regardless of his surroundings, I would say. But this is a terror threat level, orange level of offensive line shuffling and moving, you know what I mean? So it just kind of is what it is. But I think we found a good combination with the guys that we have here. Now, assuming that we get Tyron Smith back, we can kind of do some other things to make that shake. But we ran out of tackles. We're down 3, and this was the line that we had. And I think this is one of the better lines that we've had post Leo Collins being hurt. You know, I think this combination does a lot of things, and we're going to talk about that today. So the biggest thing that kind of catches your attention there is Zack Martin at right tackle. This never happens. Like, he did it a lot at Notre Dame. He was a left tackle at Notre Dame, but he hasn't been at tackle since he's been drafted. So that kind of lets you know the severity of the situation. Joe Looney ended up going right guard, Tyler Biadsz at center. That's interesting because they chose to not put Connor McGovern at guard and Williams at center. So they moved more pieces to actually get this line. That's interesting, but we'll probably talk about that a little bit later. But the common theme is that if the pocket is relatively clean, if Dak got time to throw, then he's gonna make throws. You see what I mean? And you know, if it's a little choppy, then we're just gonna have to cross that road whenever we get there. But in terms of what we have here, in terms of like Zeke, you know, Zeke was better blocking, I would say. This game, Brandon Knight was cool. Zack Martin is going to do Zack Martin things. But later on in this film session, I want to talk about the actual combo process with Connor Williams and the center. It seems like Connor Williams is better comboing with Tyler Biadsz than he is with Joe Looney. I'll have to watch a little bit more film from the last 3 games altogether to kind of finalize that thought or whatever. But I think Connor Williams played a little better once Tyler ended up at center. I'll explain later. But yeah, for the most part, everybody has something positive said. And I got some pretty interesting takes, so let's run it. Tyler and Joe Looney, first of all, making the call together, looking like you know what I mean, looking like the Madden game glitched out and 2 players doing the same exact thing. I got a couple thoughts about that, man. First of all, that just means Tyler's making the right damn call. So if we need Tyler to be the center moving forward without Joe Looney right next to him, then cool. Another positive thing that I have about this is that, you know, if Tyler's ever in a bad situation, hey, cool, we got the other center like right next to him. You know what I mean? That can help make those calls. But it seems like Tyler and Joe are pretty much on the same page with, you know, making those calls. So that's dope. In terms of the blocking on this play, kind of got pushed around a little bit. Let's see what Zack Martin does. Zack Martin is a gangster. We're going to get a good little combo from your center and your right guard, Tyler and Joe. Take a look. Boom, boom, boom. Tyler's a good help man. You know what I mean? They, like in offensive line terms, they say find work. If you don't have anybody to block, go find somebody to block. Tyler is good at finding people to block. That's what I noticed just watching film on him. Let's take a look at Brandon Knight. What did he do? Solid there by Brandon Knight. You don't need to be getting pushed around by LJ Collier, but solid. Let's move on. So let me just kind of, you know, run this play and we'll just talk about it, right? The one thing that really caught my attention with all this stuff, in case y'all didn't notice, and I'm just running the play because y'all hate when I just start talking without running the play. I noticed Blake Bell was on Zack Martin's side. And I was like, why is this a thing, right? If Zack Martin is going to be right tackle, Zack Martin's a gangster. If I want tight end help anywhere, I want it over here on Brandon Knight's side so we can have a double my outside is good type of deal, right? But I found it interesting that we are in a situation where we have tight ends that are capable of blocking defensive ends, whether it be Blake Bell or Dalton Schultz. So instead of Zack Martin being the outside guy, the tight end is the tackle now. And that makes Zack Martin back to guard, kind of, sort of, technically. There's another example. I'm going to show it to you, and it'll probably make more sense. But with us putting the tight end out here to block the end, that gives Zack Martin an opportunity to come over and help Joe. You see what I mean? That's fire. Because we have tight ends that can make these blocks. Hey, yo, Zack, man, just go over there and make sure Joe's good. You know what I mean? Just go over there and make sure Joe's straight. You got Connor and Tyler there. That's good. Let me show y'all this other example. Hold on, time out. Let me show y'all the other example of what I mean, and hopefully we'll see it a little clearly. All right, this is actually perfect right here. Okay, cool. Dalton Schultz in motion. Ignore him right now. Take a look at this right here, right? If Zack Martin being your right tackle and Joe Looney being your right guard, in this situation, Joe Looney cannot get help. You see what I mean? It's a 1-for-1. 1-1, 2-2. That's your situation right now. So Joe Looney can't be helped right now unless you bring another body to this side. Now we can bump everything over one time. That means if Dalton Schultz is going to be blocking this defensive end, which he does, if Dalton's going to be blocking this end, now Zack Martin can help Joe Looney. You see what I mean? That's an incredible adjustment. That's an incredible adjustment. Take a look at it. We'll just run a play. Look at this. Look at this. And it ended up being a big clutter on the inside. But hey, as offensive lineman, sometimes that's what you want. When you get D-line cluttered in there, everybody kind of blocks themselves. Oh, this combo between Tyler and Connor is just so fantastic, man. Take a look at your center and your left guard, man. Just take a look at them. Oh, goodness. Now, the actual result of the play wasn't that great, but we talking about just my center, my left guard here. We're going to get hands on, what is this? That's Puna Ford. Nah, that's Puna Ford over there. I don't know who the hell this is. But whoever this is that we're comboing, right? 1-2 on 1-2. We're going to end up taking those guys to Bobby Wagner. That's actually what I like. And, you know, they used to teach this back in O-line school to where, you know, when you're doing combos, if y'all not sure who's coming off the block linebacker, then both of y'all just take the D lineman to the linebacker and he'll block himself. That's kind of what happened right here, right? So, like I said, man, I don't know if Connor's better with Tyler, but it seems to be interesting, man. Connor come over, land a blow, pow, getting some good movement there. Fantastic stuff. Let's see what Zack Martin doing. Just check on him at right tackle. Yeah, he just taking dudes on rides, man. All right, cool. You know what? I will take this as a perfect time to explain how good Zack Martin is. Let me just run the play, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. I'm constantly having conversations with people every year because we do player evaluations every year, and I'm trying to explain to people that guards are just as important as tackles. You know, it's not that, oh, you're not good enough to play tackle, so you got to play guard. They're two separate positions with two different skill sets, with two different bits of expectations. This is what I want y'all to understand, right? Two different positions. Take a look at Zack Martin, and in particular, I want y'all to focus on how long it takes Zack Martin to engage his block. Take a look at this. Zack Martin at right tackle. How long it takes for Zack Martin to engage his block, right? It took a little bit, right? That's a lot more space to navigate. It takes a lot more time. It's a totally different situation. Now, I want y'all to look at Tyler Biadsz, right? Take a look at Tyler and look at how long it takes him to engage his block. Let's see. Snap the ball. Boom. Quick, immediate, fast, right? So guard and center, interior offensive line isn't an inferior position. It's just that you got to be built differently to be able to handle it, right? On the inside, these blocks happen a lot faster, right? Sometimes you ain't got time to get your feet set. Sometimes you just got a quick set, put your foot in the dirt and get ready to engage with somebody like Tyler did. And good job from Tyler getting engaged here and actually dealing with that block. Connor Williams coming over, helping him out a little bit. But that just lets you know how good Zack Martin is. That Zack Martin can take these quick, fast, powerful guard exchanges. But then if we need him to, if it's terror threat, danger level orange, to put him on the outside and having to play the space and footwork game and still be able to block people on the outside. That's fantastic stuff there. We should praise Zack Martin a lot more than we do. Yeah, buddy, Dak almost had a oopsie on this play. It ended up being a gallop catch, but take a look at Zack Martin right here, man. Look at how fire Zack Martin is, bro. That dude has been playing guard for years. Hadn't played tackle since college. He's almost 30 now. And look at that damn technique, boy. Look at that. Kick. Boom, the angle's perfect. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at this. He's going to be parallel to his opponent. Good hands, good feet. Now we're gonna need Zack to do a lot of this versus Myles Garrett. So don't get me wrong, like we need a lot of this. But fam, Zack's so good, man. Let's take a look at Tyler. What did Tyler do? Tyler and Connor got some good combo action in there. I ain't mad at it. Brandon Knight, what you got? Getting one hand and tossed around. But hey, man, look, Brandon Knight's a really good swing tackle, man. You know what I mean? He ain't tiring. But as a swing tackle dude, like whenever Tyron comes back, I'm fully fine putting Brandon Knight at right tackle. Maybe not this week because we got Myles Garrett on the left defensive end. So I don't like Myles Garrett versus Brandon Knight. I would rather keep Zack Martin out there for one more game. But if it's a situation where we just ain't got Lael and there's not necessarily a gangster plan left, left in, I'm fine with Brandon Knight being my swing guy until we get Lael back. It seems like Connor and Tyler just got a good little chemistry already. You know what I mean? Just Connor's going to engage the block. The block is going to cross Connor's face. Tyler's going to step up, help out. You know what I mean? And this is partially my reasoning behind why I don't hate Joe Looney at center necessarily. Because if anything, the centers may not be engaged every single play. And if the centers are engaged, there's a lot of help for them. Like Connor and Tyler did a lot of comboing. And Joe Looney helped Connor as well. Joe Looney helped Tyler as well. But on that same token, I think that's even more the reason why you should start Tyler right now. First of all, he's your rookie, and I'm kind of a fan of putting offensive linemen in the fire regardless. But if you have Tyler at center, then you can hide him amongst the guards that you have and let him just kind of be combo help guy. You know what I mean? We saw earlier that he does have the ability to make the calls, you know what I mean? So just keep working on the mental side of the game. And I think Tyler's built to be your first string center moving forward. Nothing against Joe. I just really like Tyler. And plus, Tyler's the future. Joe is not. And this is what I mean when I say that Connor is also a good help guy, right? We have pardon me. There we go. We have a nose lined up directly over Tyler. And Tyler's going to start off with it pretty well. Then Connor's going to come over and help. And Tyler's just going to finish the block, right? Like they both are really good help guys. So let them help each other. If the chemistry works and they are helping each other, and look, if Dak's able to get his passes off, then so be it. So be it, man. Whatever works. Like when we just patchwork an offensive line together, it ain't got to be cute. It ain't got to be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Now at some point, Tyron's gonna come back. That's gonna be huge for Connor, and if it's huge for Connor, it's huge for Tyler. And then at some point, we'll get Lael back, and then Zack will get pushed back inside, and then Zack next to Tyler is absolutely better than Joe Looney versus Tyler. So. Hey man, we just need a little time to fix this thing up, man. We'll be good. And then somebody on Twitter earlier asked me to break down the last two plays because those two plays is when the pass pro broke down a little bit. Pass pro being pass protection. So yeah, like what happened on the last two plays where the blocking broke down? Well, on the first play, Brandon Knight just got beat to the inside. It looks like he overcommitted to his outside step. My bad, y'all. Looks like he overcommitted to his outside. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, got a little bit too outside. And to be fair, I think that's probably why Zeke was there helping too. Like Zeke probably could have, chipped the outside shoulder if it got too bad for you on the outside. So yeah. Brandon Knight kind of getting beat to the inside there. That sucks, but it is what it is. And the last play of the game, actual last play of the game, the Hail Mary kind of sort of that got sacked on. Zack Martin also overextended to the outside. So like I said, man, Zack didn't have too many bad plays, but on the very last play, let's see, Zack got to the outside, boom. The defensive end beat him to the inside, but they also were running a stunt, and that kind of got bad for Joe Looney with that. But Dak Prescott just being a gangster, keeping his feet moving, man. Throw got picked off. It was a Hail Mary situation. I don't hate it, but it just is what it is, man. Hey, bro, that's all I got for y'all for this film session in particular. I don't know who I'm gonna do film on tomorrow. I'm gonna be just looking over the film, just seeing if I can find anything interesting, and if I find something interesting, I'll be putting out whatever it is that I find interesting. Okay, tell me what y'all think about this one. Tell me what you think about your offensive line, and how about this is a fun exercise. Write down in the comments, I want to see what your offensive lines are moving forward. Give me your projection for the offensive line moving forward. I know ain't nobody gonna have Connor Williams at their left guard, but y'all gonna have to relax and put Connor Williams at left guard, because it seems like that's just gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski Peasky Whiskey, man. Salute.